Hello everybody, Kizilla here. Welcome back to another episode of Super Robot Wars V. In the last episode, we got some upgrades for Mal, Kurz, and Kozo. However, we also lost the Arbalest, meaning that Sasuke is currently out of the army because the Full Metal Panic villain known as Leonard, not sure why he has to be named Leonard, but it is what it is. But anyways, so Leonard made off with Chidori after destroying the Arbalest. So in today's episode, we're going to be continuing on with the next story scenario, but firstly, Nine seems really depressed. Well, AI was a really close friend of hers, you know. The state she's in right now, I doubt she'll be able to interview the ace pilot. I understand how she feels. Ooh, a robot, you understand? Nine and AI are both AIs. Do you question their friendship, Kato? No, not at all, it's just... it doesn't make any more to think. It just doesn't make sense anymore to think in terms of who's an AI, who's a human, so on. In that case, how about we go cheer 9 up? Let's let a little time pass first. Why's that? Oh, 9's strong-willed. If we're nice to her before she sorts out her feelings, it'll have the exact opposite effect. You sure do know her well. She's my partner, after all. So cheer up, 9. At times, you need to force yourself to smile and do whatever it takes to lift your spirits. Otherwise, you're going to end up in such a funk that you won't be able to get out of it. Alright, so now that we have done that, let's go ahead and do these. And on to the next map. Near Japan. Well, you surrendered to us of your own free will. How long are you planning to keep silent? Give it up, Yamato. She's still getting her head together. Well, yeah, but... still the combative type, I see. What? This isn't the world we're from, but it would appear that on any planet, Terrans are pretty much the same. The fact is that the Terrans from this world are destroying their home planet with their own hands and killing all of their compatriots here. Unfortunately, it's just one group of extreme individuals. Applying that to all Earthlings is itself an outrageous injustice, wouldn't you agree? Well, you are right. Huh? What's the matter? I just didn't think you'd agree so readily. I like to think that I can see things in a fair and just way. I can tell that Zabine is a whole different sort of person than all of you. Oh, right, Zabine Charo. Commander of the Jupiter Empire. That guy and some Neo-Zeon folks are disregarding the lives of their compatriots on Terran. Regardless of the circumstances there, as a soldier, no, as a human being, I can't ignore that. Ensign? And the man commanding the Gamillan fleet on this planet right now is the same sort of person. Remt Goer. He attacked Commander Lang just to polish his own record. I could never forgive him for that. Why is it that Gamillans allied itself with Neo-Zeon? For surprise. That's the only reason, so the bond between them is very weak. So as soon as the opportunity presents itself, Gamillans will probably break away from Neo-Zeon. What sort of opportunity would that be? The opportunity to take control of the Yamato. They want to capture the Yamato? Not destroy it? The Yamato's wave motion gun opened the dimensional rift, so they feel that it could also smash the dimensional barrier. So in other words, they want to use the Yamato to get back to their own world? Of course, I'm not a technical officer, so I'm not familiar with the details. Then could I? A wave motion gun that can smash even a dimensional barrier. If you combine that with the parallel boson jump, and if you could control the destination, sure, Thank you, Ensign Dietz. We appreciate your cooperation. A show of gratitude. We really are special Terrans. Well, it's not true. I just want us to learn from all kinds of Earthlings here. Yamato, from today forward, Ensign Dietz is no longer a prisoner. She's a collaborator. Take good care of her. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard, Ensign Dietz. As long as I'm acting as an individual, I don't need a rank. Just call me Melda. In that case, call me Akira. Alright. Good. Wow, all of a sudden you're close friends. I could tell when I fought against her that we were kindred spirits. But you understand, don't you? And even if they don't talk to each other at all, fighter pilots can understand each other just by flying in the same skies. Yeah, I can understand that. As long as I'm a collaborator now, I want to take part in the fighting, even against Gamillans, naturally. No matter what, I'm going to return to my home planet and press charges against Commander Goer. Understood. I'll convey your intentions to the commander. Finish with the conversation, Kodai? So that's a Gamillan, eh? She looks just like we do, except with blue skin. What are you talking about, Banniger? That girl's anything but ordinary. She's a real super cutie. Okay? What's going on here, Mirakumo? I'm sorry, sir. I tried to stop them, but they said they wanted to see the alien beauty. You keep adding beauty when you describe her. I always try to be true to myself. Not nearly as cool as you think you are, Cap. Well, first time our world has come into contact with intelligent extraterrestrial life forms, after all. I'm sorry, Ensign Dietz. Allow me to apologize for my rudeness. Oh, don't worry about it. I got plenty of curious looks on Neo Zeon as well. Anyway, from today forward, she's not a prisoner or an envoy. She's one of us. I'm glad to be on board. The pleasure's all ours! Boss, wait. This is a job only I can handle. Curse, get the fuck out. Boss? Weber? It's people like you who give Earthlings a bad name. He's absolutely right. You guys are an embarrassment to Earth. Apologies, Melda. Melda? Oh, no, don't worry about it. I've got nothing against being complimented by guys like this. Gee, getting embarrassed? Honestly, from our perspective as Earthlings, she seems like a modest, unassuming sort. I vowed to cooperate until I return to my planet. Once again, thanks for your support. One thing, Melda. We are fighting enemies other than Neo Zeon and its allies. I mean, I don't mean to scare you, but we may encounter enemies the likes of which you can't even imagine. Enemies I can't even imagine? Yeah, that's right. A soldier who carries around his own half-severed head. A monster with a body that's half man, half woman. We're fighting foes like that as well. What are they talking about? Ah, boy. The experiment was a success! Great! Well then, those guys will become part of our fighting force. And they won't go berserk like the Kid Dora. You've outdone yourself, Dr. Hell. Using mechanical parts with their cells and controlling them the same way as mechanical beasts. Brocken, I'm giving that one to you. I'll go use it to dispose of Koji Kabuto and his gang. Thank you. I'm very grateful for this. You can be sure I'll bring back good news. Ashura, just kick your heels back on Barros Island and watch me swing into action. Alright then, Dr. Hell. I shall take off without delay. Ashura, you don't look happy about this. Oh, if this is your command, I will follow it. Your wounds from the last battle haven't healed yet. You could recuperate for a while longer, Ashura. Can't afford to lose an important fighter like you. Please, try to understand my position on this. Thank you for your kind words. I humbly accept the compliment. But what is this feeling? Something stirring deep within me. Mazinger's new power, and then the flight of the new Getter robots. After seeing those things, something came to life in me. I having doubts of some kind? Oh no. Scenario 29, Where Progress Leads. Alright, so let's deploy these guys. Forces thought to belong to Dr. Hell are arriving in Atomi. Now that Amalgam knows the location of the Mytho base, there's no way we can use it for supplies. That's another reason why it's absolutely imperative that Lord Nobel has to protect Japan's organizations. Starting with the Photonic Power Research Institute. Brother, Hanami Chidori, protecting yourself so bravely even as you're forced to deal with so many things. You have no idea how much courage and pride it gives us to see that. Hurry up and dispatch all units. Alright, so... So during the last scenario, we were able to nab the Spark, which is Melda's unit. So from now on until around the early 40s, Melda will be a part of our army. So let's see, so let's support you. You. Let's support you two, because why not? And then... I think I will deploy... Kincaid. Here we go, guys. We're gonna fill the hole left by Sasuke. That Ryoma is really fired up. Reminds me of the lunar conflict. There you have it, Sasuke. You just concentrate on getting healed up and don't worry about us. We'll be waiting for you, Sasuke. We'll rescue Kaname no matter what. The Kikaiju army is coming! That's Ghoul! It must be Count Brocken! That's right, Koji Kabuto! Don't go thinking that I'm in the same class as that bonehead Ashura! That's the soldier who carries around his own head! Those Terrans are horrifying! That guy is kind of a special case. Not all Terrans are like that. Started in all confident, but they look like the same old mechanical beast army to me. We're not some rank-and-file Federation force. They really think they're a match for us in those things? What's with that confident laugh? It'd be too boring to play my trump card right away. Let's go with a trial run. Just start things off. Brocken, I'm gonna make you sorry you took us so lightly. It was here in Atomi that I lived with my grandfather. I'm not gonna let you run roughshod over this place. Okay, so this one's gonna be a bit of an interesting thing. Because this SR point requires us to use a map weapon. And there is a difference between a map weapon and a normal weapon. Map weapons deal less damage, but they can hit multiple enemies at the same time. And for whatever reason, our SR point condition requires us to defeat at least 3 enemy units at the same time using a map weapon. So in that case, let's go ahead and move as many people into the battleships. Yeah, you don't have a map weapon. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to use Excel. I'm stupid. But yeah, maybe... Okay, I may have an idea. because thankfully we don't have a time limit for this one. So let's have the Yamato just deal some damage to you, and then... Not bad at all! Your luck's about to run out. Hurry up and play your so-called trump card already. You're pretty good with the snappy comments. Just don't come crying to me later. What the fuck is that? Definitely not a mechanical beast! That's an invader with mechanical parts fused to it. That's the same type of monster we saw in Onslaughtus. Spoken like a true Getter robot pilot. You obviously know quite a bit about invaders. It's just as you surmise. This is an invader cells fused with mechanical parts. It's called a metal beast. Metal beast? All you did was change mechanical beast a tiny bit. Silence! You dare to make fun of the metal beast created by the great Dr. Hell? Well then, I'll just give you a taste of its power! Oh, this should be fun. You really want to do this? Yoma! Don't worry, this Getter will make short work of that invader. Hey, Headless Horseman! Watch me demolish that monstrosity you're so proud of! Be careful! Something is coming! What is it? Dragons? This pretty much proves that the Universal Century is a natural habitat of those things. Hey, what's around it? Is that supposed to bother me? Let's start off with that metal beast! But hey! What's this? Have a taste of the Getter Beam! What? Getter Beam's having no effect! No! There was something wrong with that Getter Beam! Damn it! Output's dropping fast! What just happened? Probably caused by the dragon's attack. But we haven't sustained any damage. It's not a mechanical problem. Not sure how they do it, but those giant lizards seem to be able to neutralize Getter rays. I could be wrong, but it sure looks like the wind is starting to blow in my direction. Get to it, Metal Beast! Before we go after the Mazinger, let's get the Getter! Dragons aren't just attacking us, though. They seem to be targeting the mechanical beast, too. The highest priority seems to be the Getter! Stand down, Ryoma! We'll take it from I refuse! Incomprehensible. Continuing the fight would be akin to suicide. Maybe so, but I can at least be a decoy. With Sosuke out of action, we can't afford to lose even a little of our firepower. That guy. Understood, Ryoma. I'll back you up as well. But now you went and talked tough like that, you just better not die. Roger that. Sorry, Hayato, Benkei. Getting the two of you to come with me like that. It's okay. Being partners with you, we're used to it. Never mind the lame apologies. Let's do something about the situation we're in. No need to state the obvious. Metal Beast, dragons, come at me all at once. Let's see if you've got what it takes to defeat me. To defeat the Getter. Let's go. The one to target is Brocken. And yes, now it's been updated to include dragons. So let's... You kidding me, game? Boy. Okay, I have an idea. So, let's go ahead and launch some more of our units. How do I want to do this? I think I can have Amuro take you on. And then I can have Hathaway do the same. Let's see. What else do I want? How about you? That way I can use Rouse. So yeah, as you can see, we're not dealing as much damage with this, but it is still useful. So let's go ahead and launch the Unicorn up to here. Let's use Flicker and Spirit. And then... Alright, so let's move Koji up here. And I'll do that just to make sure that Koji's got enough power. So now let's go ahead and move the Vongray up to here. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that right now we're not able to use all of our attacks, and we're not going to be able to deal as much damage either. So let's try to... Yeah, as you can see, we only did like 2,000 damage. Let's move the Venus A up, actually. And let's use Persist, just in case. Alright, so let's go ahead and launch you. And we can have Belt start attacking the Metal Beast. Okay, so let's have Blue attack you. And then we can have Judao attack you. Let's go ahead and move everybody else over to here then. Except for Shinji. Have him come up to here and attack you. That way we get another kill for Shinji. And then yeah, we just move the Grungus over to there. Yeah, let's go ahead and end the turn. So as you can see, I am trying to make sure that I don't okay. As long as none of the other enemies that are over... God damn it. I was going to say, as long as the other enemies don't fucking move out of range. So of course my luck has to be crappy. And I'm still gonna get the SR point. don't worry. It's just gonna be a bit more finicky now. But anyways, in order to bring the Shin Getter back up to power, we are gonna need to deal with those dragons. Okay, now how am I going... Okay, so here's the thing, right? Like if I do... Like if I attack this way, that's... Okay, so that will be 3 right there. So, let's go ahead and take you out with Trudao. Let's try. Let's load you up. Let's move you over to here, Shinji. And then I'll move here. And we can start attacking this Kikaiju. Yeah, this should be good enough. Yep. Alright, that's the SR point. Excellent work! A one-punch knockout, as they say! And that was supposed to be my specialty. No way I'm gonna let myself be better like that. Well, man, maybe you should have been just a tad bit faster. Did I miss? No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I did. So let's now let's move you up to here. His Big Bang Punch, because why not? Yeah, that was a lot of damage dealt. So let's move you to right here. For C. Okay, now, surely, Ryoma, you can do this, right? There we go. So, let's use Charge and then move Amuro to here. That way we can take out the Metal Beast. Alrighty, so let's use Beam Zanba on you. Let's move Lottie up to here and have her take out this guy. Let's do this. At the very least, this stage is much easier to get this stage was a lot easier to get the SR point compared to the last scenario. Because why in the hell did they have to make us that we had to defeat the Belial? Like, I shouldn't have to explain why that's such a bad thing, but in case you missed it. So the Belial, which was Leonard's unit, for whatever reason, the team gave it an insane insane amount of damage reduction. Because, like, here's the thing. It only has 8,000 health, but you have to defeat it within 4 turns of its appearance for the SR point, because the Belial... Well, that alone would make it a bit of a thing to do, but you also have to do it after you defeat... everyone else on his side of the field. And the Belial only takes, like, a few hundred damage per hit, unless you're incredibly lucky. Now, do I fully understand why? No. No, I do not. Like, they gave some crap about how, oh, it's because the Belial is the only thing that can properly utilize the Lambda driver. No! That is just something that you can't do the first time. So, let's... Okay, so let's have Soji attack you. And then we can move Koji up. And let's attack you with Big Bang Punch. You almost died, but you didn't, and I am sad. Ah well. You know what they say? It's a free kill. So let's use Shinji's knife and kill you. Let's have Amuro attack you. So with that done, so now we just gotta attack you. Yeah, for some reason the Shin Getter is forced to deal much less damage during this stage after the dragons appear. Am I a fan of that? No. I am absolutely not a fan of that. Anyways, I believe this is... Yeah, so that's a Kurgan at spot tile, so... Actually, now that I think about it, hang on. So, move you up to here. Let's launch the boss Borot. Stand by. Boss? You wait right there! What are you up to, Okiku? We're in the middle of a battle! People can't just leave and not take part! Seriously, give us a break! This is an order from Okiku. Just say yes, ma'am, and do what you're told. Yes, ma'am! Alright, here it is. I brought the treasure. It's Super Alloy Z, isn't it? Truly surprising that something like this would be left at the Kurogane Spa. Madame gave it to me and told me to use it if the need ever arose. Madam, I don't know where you are, but all of us are praying that you're alright. While you're away, you can count on us to take care of little Koji. You will get the Super Alloy Z power parts. You just have to move the boss Borot onto one of these tiles. Okay, so let's do this. And then we can move Tabia up. Use intuition. Did I didn't do shit to him. What? Dude, what was that all about? Oh yeah, don't I also need to launch the Z? Yeah, I need to launch the Zeta. Clicker. Let's use charge and move you up here. Take care of this guy. And then move you up. Okay, so let's use the Beam Magnum on you. Alright, so yeah, Brocken is this scenario's boss.
Mio! 空飛ぶ魔獣飛行要塞グールの勇姿を最大出力だ放電開始
Funny enough, Brocken doesn't really play much of a role in the story. His boss has much more prominence than him. Yes, you're okay, Shinji. Anyways. Get a robot! I don't have the heart to watch you suffer anymore! I'll go ahead and give you your last rites! Bring it, Brocken! Ryoma! Shut up, Koji! Fools! You went and took the bait! Which of us is the real fool, I wonder? What? Come this far by entrusting our lives to the Getter! A problem like this is hardly a problem at all! Ryoma, Benkei, remember the words of Dr. Satome. Bringing out the power of the Getter is up to the 3 people inside. Let's do this! What the heck is that? It's ironic. It was thanks to the Getter Ray output being forcibly suppressed that we learned the true strength of the Shin Getter. Its real value isn't in its overwhelming power. With the sheer force of our collective will, we can change the Getter Rays into unlimited energy! That's the meaning of the Shin Getter! What? Here, we'll give you a taste of it too! Of how truly terrifying the Getter can be! That was double your health, Brocken. You are not walking away from that. This can't happen. Pretty impressive for a headless guy. Explosion like that, and he still manages to get away. What was that Stoner Sunshine stuff? Honestly, I just blurted out the words that came into my head. Honestly, for you, that was a pretty good naming job. The one who whispered that inside my head. That was... Dragon's approaching again! And after the higher boosted Getters? They really do seem to hate those Getter Rays. Now, it's not an emotional response like that. Now that they can neutralize Getter radiation, they've become verifiable Getter Ray killers. Hell, if you come at me, I'm gonna grind you into dust! That's how I do it! How the Getter does it! Come and get it, dragons! There's no way you can stop us now! Amazing! Just amazing, Ryoma! Yep. we now have ourselves a brand new attack. The Stoner Sunshine, which is the strongest attack of the Shin Getter that it can do all on its own. Furthermore, we have all of our attack and our power back. So why don't we show them just what we can do? Whatever the dragons do, they don't have a prayer! Getter and I have now become one! Let's go! I'm not letting anyone get in our way!
こういうやつの相手はインベーダーで慣れてる。行けリオバー。俺たちの心を一つにする。やるぞストラーサンシャインだ。ストラーサンシャイン。
Jesus Christ, that was almost 10,000 damage from a single attack. That alone should tell you just how strong the Shin Getter has become with just one more move. Of course, that's not the only neat thing about the Shin Getter, because it will actually be getting its own combination attack later. Alright, so let's move you up. Okay, so we did that. Okay, so let's have Shima use phase on Hathaway, and then we can have Tessa use 4C. So let's weaken you for Ryoma. Oh, I'm sorry, did I only say Ryoma? I meant for everybody. Okay, so yeah, let's recover, yeah, let's recover Judao, and that way he can have more of his, stuff. Or rather, he can have his energy back. So let's dash. Alright, and that's gonna be it for this turn. Yeah, you're starting to see the big issue with having the Tuatha De Danann be a mandatory deployment, because it can't leave the water unless it's in space for very specific stages. Which is weird because, well, You wouldn't exactly think that would be the case, would it? But, no. Like, I kid you not, the moment I first saw it in the air, or I first saw it in space, I was like, oh, neat. I can just, like, move it onto above land. Nope. For whatever reason, just, it's not allowed. Such a weird thing, too. I might as well get Ryoma just that tiny bit closer. All enemy forces eliminated. I was a little worried there for a minute, but things worked themselves out in the end. Things didn't work themselves out, Shinji. We made things work out. Right. I've got too much energy right now. When we get back, I'm gonna give you some training. Thank you, Ryoma. And you should join us too, Shinji. Okay. Still, the true identity of the dragons is even more mysterious now. You think it has something to do with the Getter race? It may be a new type of invader. If it's a foe, we'll smash it to bits. That's all there is to it. Whatever new weapons Dr. Hell cooks up, no matter how many dragons come for us, defeat's not an option. Well said, Ryoma. Ryoma, you open the door with your own hands. Where progress will lead, just might be the one who can find out what it is. Found it. Come with me, holy child of Getter radiation. Need your help to save the world. Alright, Shinji, let's go. Time for training.
What? You were really serious about that?
I'm a guy who hates jokes. Okay, Ryoma, you may not look it, but Shinji's got guts and he doesn't give up that easily. And it may be worth it to whip him into shape.
Wait, Misato!
Give it up, Shinji. Training? I think I'll join you. I could also use some strengthening up. Really? Not the way, Banneker? You're not strong, you can't protect important things. If I've got the strength to do that, I'd like to be able to use it. Well, that's a good attitude. Let's match that with some more training. Was Imelda overwhelmed by that devil Ryoma's intensity? Oh, yes, but I'm also surprised at this organization. I feel the differences with Gamillans on the Yamato as well, but I'm even more surprised now. Oh, this is a bunch of soldiers, mercenaries, and collaborators. It probably looks like we lack discipline. But this atmosphere of freedom, it's not bad. Feel that way? You've really become one of us. There are people from two worlds here right now. You can go about your business without worrying about where people were born and such. Understood.
Alright, to memorialize our friendship, let's go eat parfaits!
Parfait? What's that?
It's an incredibly delicious dish. Eat one and you'll be in heaven.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. Getter radiation, photonic power, where progress will lead. I understand. No, I just remembered. Now I understand everything. The meaning of my life. My mission! I don't like this already. But that is going to be it for this episode. I hope all of you enjoyed, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Goodbye!